Hi, my name is Kevin Moss. I'm a senior editor with Consumers Checkbook. Consumers Checkbook is an independent nonprofit dedicated to helping consumers solve complex problems by providing them with unbiased information. For the past 45 years, we've published our annual Guide to Health Plans both as a print guide and as an online plan comparison tool at guidetohealthplans.org. Up to now, all of our advice has been in the print guide and at guidetohealthplans.org. We're going to start sharing our advice on YouTube. This, in fact, is our first YouTube video. In today's video, we're going to talk about premium increases for 2024. And if you haven't heard it yet, yes, your premiums are going up in 2024. We're going to talk about the historical trends of FEHB premiums over the last few years. We're going to talk about how the 2024 premiums are moving this year. We're going to give you a little bit of enrollment advice for two-person families. We're going to talk about Blue Cross Blue Shield, and then we're going to talk about FEDVIP dental and vision plans. At the end of September, OPM issued their annual press release about the upcoming open season, and they announced that there's going to be a 7.7% average increase in the enrollee share premium for 2024. OPM cites in that press release the increased cost of prescription drugs, emergency room care, outpatient care as the primary reasons for this increase in premiums. Now, how does this premium increase compare to previous years? Well, it's a little bit better than last year. Last year, premiums increased 8.7%, but this 7.7% with the 8.7 last year is 2 consecutive years of some of the highest premium increases that federal employees and annuitants have seen in recent times. If we just go back 2 years, in 2022, premiums only increased 3.8%. So one takeaway is that yes, most of you will be paying higher premiums next year in 2024, and the trend line looks like that premiums are going up at a higher rate than they have in recent history. Now, just because premiums are going up 7.7% on average, that doesn't mean that all plans move in that same direction. In fact, for next year, there's 28 plans where premiums actually are decreasing, 15 plans where the premiums are staying the same, 64 plans where the premium is increasing below the 7.7%, and 49 plans where the premium's increasing above 7.7%. Now, these premium increases and decreases, these changes, they can lead to really dramatic results. For example, in Texas, Central Texas, there's a health plan, Baylor, Scott, and White, the standard health plan. It's actually decreasing their premium 54% next year. This is going to save self-only enrollees about $1,500. Some plans, premiums are staying the same. Aetna Advantage, a national PPO plan, they have the same premium next year as they do this year. The premium's not changing at all. On the other hand, there are some premiums that are going up above the average. The highest is the Kaiser Permanente High Plan, available in the Atlanta, Georgia area. Its premiums increasing 22% next year. This is going to cost self-only enrollees around $1,100 more. So even if you're happy with your existing FEHB plan, almost exclusively the premium's changing. There's a few examples where the premium's staying the same. So even if you're happy, this is something that you have to check every year to see how your premium's changing. Next, for two-person families, this can either be married couples or it could be a parent and a child. You have a choice in how you enroll in FEHB plans. You can either enroll as Self Plus One or Self and Family. Now, most of the time, Self Plus One is the least expensive enrollment option, but not always. In fact, next year, there are 49 FEHB plans where Self and Family is less expensive than Self Plus One, and 11 plans where the premiums are the same. Now, this can lead to a lot of dollars if you either enroll the right way or the wrong way. You could either save money or be paying too much. Realize you get the same health plan either way that you enroll. So an example of this is in the Washington, D.C. area, Kaiser High. You can save almost $60 every 2 weeks by enrolling in Self and Family versus Self Plus One if you're a two-person family. that adds up to $1,500 annually enrolling in the right way. So if you're a two-person family, you absolutely have to check this out and make sure you know which way is the least expensive to enroll. To find that out, you want to go to the last page of any FEHB plan brochure. There is a premium table there. You want to look at Enrollee share, enroll in the least expensive options. Realize you get the same benefits either way that you enroll. Now, 2/3 of all federal employees are enrolled in some Blue Cross Blue Shield plan, either Basic, Standard, or FEP Blue Focus. How are they changing for 2024? Well, Blue Cross Basic is actually increasing above that 7.7%. Standard's increasing below that average, and FEP Blue Focus is increasing just a little bit. So now's a good time to ask yourself which Blue Cross plan, if I like Blue Cross and I like their provider network and I like the quality of the carrier, am I in the right Blue Cross plan? There's a lot of differences between the plans, but when we think about Blue Cross Standard, we know that a lot of federal employees and annuitants are in Blue Cross Standard. There are three main differences between Blue Cross Standard, benefits that you get with Blue Cross Standard that you can't find in Basic or in FEP Blue Focus. The first is being able to go out of network for providers. With Blue Cross Standard, that's the only Blue Cross plan that has out-of-network coverage. The next is mail order prescription drugs. With Blue Cross Standard, you have that. You do not have it with FEP Blue Focus, and you only have it in Blue Cross Basic if you have Medicare Part B. In that case, yes, you get mail order, but for everyone else, Standard's the only way to get mail order prescription drugs. And finally, new for plan year 2024, Blue Cross Standard is offering enhanced fertility coverage, including assisted reproductive technologies, which includes IVF. There is a $25,000 annual limit on what they will cover, but this benefit is only available in Blue Cross Standard. Now, if you're in Blue Cross Standard and you stay in network and you don't use mail order prescription drugs and you don't need fertility coverage, then maybe switching down to Blue Cross Basic or FEP Blue Focus may be a better bet for you and a way for you to save a couple $1,000s in premium depending upon your family size. Finally, FEDVIP premiums. These are the standalone dental and vision plans. They've historically increased at a much lower rate than FEHB plans. Next year, dental plans will increase 1.4% on average. Vision plans will increase 1.1% on average. In summary, federal employees mostly will be paying higher premiums. This follows a trend from last year where premiums are going up. This is something that is an important part of plan selection. It's important because it's a for sure expense, but it's not the only thing to consider, but it's an important thing to consider. Realize you're probably paying more. Make sure that you optimize your enrollment choice if you're a two-person family. And if you're in a Blue Cross plan, make sure you're evaluating your other Blue Cross options. You can support us by subscribing to our YouTube channel. You can like this video and you can ask any questions that you might have in the comments.